All right, we got Overrated Places by TommyNFG. And due to social media, there are a lot of overrated places now. But looking at the thumbnail, he's talking about Japan and France. Now, that's the problem. The keyword here is social media. They make it seem overrated or everybody wants to go to it. But let me tell you something. You didn't go to it. But anyways, bro, shout out to TommyNFG. There will be a link to the original video down below. Go check it out.
According to statistics, at least 1.3 billion.
Chat, say statistics 5 times fast. Statistics.
Billion people have had a vacation since last year, going to all types of wonderful places around the world and experiencing things they never normally would. But I hate happiness, so we're gonna talk about how all these places are absolutely trash. And of course, disclaimer, just because I'm right and you're wrong doesn't mean it should take away from your experience, you know? And we're starting...
No, bro, experience it for yourself, man, because he's wrong,
you know? And we're starting off with probably the holy grail of places being overrated. Los Angeles.
Oh,
bro, I don't know if
okay, yeah, that's actually overrated, for real. And so is New York. Well, actually, no. Okay, listen, if you go there as a tourist, you know, you have that tourist experience, right? Which means you're gonna go to the, you know, right places, experience it for the first time. That's literally anywhere you go, unless it really is like, you know, overcrowded or like you feel too uncomfortable. Then yeah, the first experience might be like, nah, I ain't going over there ever again. But I went to LA and I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't experience the heavy traffic. My boy showed me some nice places and I was like, yo, this is nice. I'm not gonna lie. But according to him, living there is like, nah, don't come here, bro. Same thing with New York. If you go to the city, it's nice, you know, here and there, first time, but bro, I stay away from the city as much as possible. I hate it. And then all the boroughs, disgusting. I don't want to live there. Hell no.
Just me, but when I was younger, LA and Hollywood was depicted like heaven on earth.
Yeah.
Like a place you wouldn't ever want to leave. I felt like as soon as I would touch down, I would be escorted in the city with red carpet rolled out for me. I would walk the streets and casually see Will Smith and Johnny Depp and have a nice conversation with them. Yeah. And if you're on
like
the West Coast or live in Cali, you're probably thinking why anyone would think LA is like this because you visited it multiple times from when you were younger to older. But coming from someone who lives about 30 minutes from...
See, living there is differently. You have the tourist experience versus the actually living experience. Vash, you live out the city? Yeah, I don't live in the city, but I visit it here and there and I just, yeah. Nah, it ain't for me. Because
you visited it multiple times from when you were younger to older. But coming from someone who lives about 30 minutes from, Baltimore. I mean, anything. As a kid, I thought it was gonna be an escape from nothing going on where I live. And that's what most people around the world still have imagined in their mind when they envision how visiting it would be like. I went there about 3 times in my lifetime. Recently 4 months ago, and my view on it will never change. The first thing you notice off rip when walking in the LA streets is the putrid smell of the sidewalks. Like, I don't know how often they clean them.
What?
Who am I kidding? They definitely don't. But imagine walking miles right after smelling the community dumpster water. I genuinely think if you live there, you need to walk around with an oxygen tank just to not get poisoned. Honestly, I don't
Wait, it's really that bad? How is it like in New York City? Overcrowded. The streets literally smell like this, but probably worse because of the underground subway and like probably the construction or whatever. Like you could see smoke and shit come out the ground, bro. Okay, the best phrase I could give you, it's like New York is like a GTA lobby. There you go. You're never gonna you're never gonna have a dull moment. I say all this, by the end of the day, if you visit it, I feel like you're gonna have fun. I ain't gonna cap. What front page? Oh yeah. Yo, shout out Kick, bro. We front page right now.
Live there, you need to walk around with an oxygen tank just to not get poisoned.
That's
honestly
crazy.
I don't even understand how people still live in LA in 2024. Like, we all know how much it costs to live in California, but imagine the epicenter of it. You're paying 2 times the price of a state that's already 4 times too expensive. Yeah. There is no other state where $100,000 a year salary is gonna still make you homeless. Which is why you'll see a solid 10 homeless people per store just wandering the streets. The average cost for a 1-bedroom apartment is $2,691.
What? I mean, I see these prices here, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That's the same thing here. I'm just surprised that, damn. I thought New York was the only place like that, but damn, y'all have it like this in LA? Tanisha, don't you live in LA, bro? You gotta go. LA is much worse. The smoggy weather, too much homeless people. It smells disgusting even in Hollywood, even in Beverly Hills. Really? I went to Beverly Hills. It was actually, I'm gonna lie, it was actually pretty nice, but.
And it's $2,691 there. I couldn't imagine getting paid at 2 times what every other state pays than still being broke. The homeless people are better off living in the African safari than living in LA. At least they'll be able to hunt for their food or something. Honestly, I can understand why all the degenerate content creators and streamers come from LA, because they have to act like that to survive.
Yeah.
If they're not clout chasing and collabing with the newest hottest person, then they're done for. Just as fast as LA swallows them, it's gonna spit them out. If they're $1 off in rent, they get sent to the inferno of LA. Skid Row. I just imagine walking down Skid Row's like when you start a Call of Duty zone. I'm gonna be running around with Juggernaut and Double Tap just to make sure I survive. Like, how do you even live in LA knowing you can go from sunny, palmy downtown, that's all fun and dreamy, then have a chance to drive down Skid Row and get lunged at by a local crackhead? And it's crazy to me that in California, it's the most taxed state ever, and there's still homeless people like that on the streets. Next, we got Times Square in New York City. I would put all of New York, but I never know when I gotta go there.
No. You gotta put all of New York, especially the Bronx. Shit, I say Brooklyn, and I throw in Queens right there. Queens is all right from what I've noticed, but yeah, the Bronx is crazy, man. Bronx is crazy. But yeah, all of New York, hey, throw it in there too, man. Yo, these are some crazy people out here.
Don't want to get some from the Bronx mad to gun me down. It's crazy how these 2 places are the most visited in the US from people around the world, only for them to realize when you're in Times Square you getting squished like a sardine trying to move around. Like, I genuinely couldn't imagine you're a foreigner from another country, you do not speak English, and you have to try to
navigate Times Square.
You look at the left and see a bunch of goofy mascots fighting over who gets to take a pic with the tourists. You look at the right and see a homeless dude who crawled out the gutter. And I know for a fact they get to the Statue of Liberty only to realize that, damn, it really is just a green statue. I don't understand the people around the world that are foaming at the mouth just to see it. Like, Statue of Liberty ain't even top 10 monuments in my mind. Even
and people love to go see it, bro. This is my main reason I'm trying to get out of LA. Oh, same thing in New York. But look, listen, we could go back to this little video he had right here. And look what's happening. Okay, we have some sort of band going on, right? Bow. Then
squish.
We got this guy right here. I don't know if you guys see him. This guy's having an argument with a girl. Okay, bow. Then
like a sardine.
Then this guy, he's going on a walk with his baby.
Trying to move around. Like, I genuinely
too much shit going on, man.
Out just to see it. Like, Statue of Liberty ain't even top 10 monuments in my mind. Even when I was younger and saw it for the first time, I did not give a single like, they're
I went to New York and got scammed and robbed in the span of 2 days. Okay, seems like a normal day out here. Statue of Liberty kind of bad though. Yeah, marshmallows. What you talking about, Brody?
Even when I was younger and saw it for the first time, I did not give a single Like, there's certain monuments I understand you being hyped about seeing. The Pyramid.
That's fire.
Taj Mahal.
That's
the
fire.
Colosseum.
That's
but the
fire.
Statue of Liberty and Eiffel Tower have got to be the lowest on my list. And the craziest thing is that it wasn't even made in America. It was given by France in 1876.
Yeah.
The people
and it was brown, I believe. And then it turned green from all the rain and the bullshit and oxidization, right? Or the rust, something like that. I don't even. Hey, bro, listen. Last time I was in school was in 2020. And then I've been brain rotted by, not TikTok, my chat. Every time I stream, I lose brain cells, bro. I can't.
That it wasn't even made in America. It was given by France in 1876. The people I feel bad for the most are the taxi drivers and Uber drivers that have to navigate the cities. I genuinely think if I tried to drive in Times Square, I'd have a heart attack right on the spot.
But that's the thing though. If you know how to drive in New York, this is my saying. If you know how to drive in New York, you know how to drive anywhere because of that. Once you step into basically every borough, even the city or like Manhattan, whatever, it's like a whole different driving experience and you have to learn to adapt to that. And then when you hop in the highway, that's a whole different story. That's like a racetrack. That's like, bro, too many different styles of driving that you have to adapt to, or else you might crash. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody wants to start cutting and, you know, through traffic and all that, thinking they in a damn IG video and shit. But yeah, if you know how to drive here, you know how to drive anywhere for this reason.
Genuinely think if I tried to drive in Times Square, I'd have a heart attack right on the spot. I would block a dude by accident and he would smash my windows from slowing him down getting the bacon, egg, and cheese. Like, there's no way you could even afford to live on that salary as an Uber driver there. If LA is the epicenter of California's expensiveness, then Manhattan is its brother. I would burst to tears looking at my landlord as he says the rent is $4K a month to live in a box with a bucket as the toilet. But people will still choose in full sprint to live there just to try to live the dream life they used to see on TV. The next place we got is Japan. There's some neck-bearded
Hey, come on, man. I disagree with this. The only reason why it's bad is genuinely because of America's media or social media, basically here, and anime, and these type of weirdos too. But honestly, y'all gotta experience Japan for yourselves, man. I want to, but I ain't got no money, man. No tengo dinero.
Neck-bearded Discord mod that probably broke his computer just at me mentioning Japan. Now, let's not tell all lies here, okay? Japan has a lot of amazing things going for it. For one, prostitution is legal there. Maybe that's why so many people visit Japan. It's all kind of making sense. And shit, I still haven't even visited it yet. It's definitely something I'm gonna do. But the glaze for Japan is so insane. Like, any little invention that comes out of the country is like the new iPhone to people. Japan could make water, produce it the same exact way America does it, and people are gonna glaze it just because it's Japanese water. I literally saw someone using a ketchup and mustard packet that makes a design on a hot dog, and people were going, wow, Japan really is living in 2050. Americans could never understand some high tech like this. Are you really that useless that you can't simply put some sauce on some food? Like, so many people will see.
I will say though, Japan is very clean. The streets, and from what I've seen, right, the videos and all that, they're very clean, and they're also very what's the word, hospitable, right? They like, you know, they take care of you and all that. They're very nice people from what I've seen. I don't know
this new shiny tech and want to move to Japan so badly. Meanwhile, I genuinely think none of them would even survive a week there. Visiting Japan and enjoying all the commodities is one thing, but living there is a complete other thing. I've heard so many stories of the Japan work life and how you're basically an office slave for life. If you think the 40-hour work week is a lot, then don't even try. You're gonna have to double them numbers or nothing in Japan. Maybe even triple them. You might have to pull LeBron numbers. Workers are so exhausted there that people just pass out on the subway like it's a normal occurrence to see. They squeeze out all the life force from them like a juicing machine, then print another one to keep it going. I guess it can't be no different than the 5 homeless men sleeping you'll see in a New York subway though. Japan actually requires its citizens to take a vacation every year. Maybe Japan actually is living in the future. Hey, Biden or Trump, whoever wins next, y'all better make this a law. I don't know why you would even want to work this much. Japanese people gotta have some type of brain chip that boosts your work ethic. And the government of your entire country is telling you to stop and take a free break every year, and you don't want to do it. And for the ladies that want to live there so bad, just make sure to get the Barbie X Hello Kitty pepper spray.
But this guy's always so random. Yo, Black Phoenix was goody, my boy.
The amount of freaky dudes and creeps in Japan needs to be studied.
Yeah.
Like, how did they all concentrate and gather in Japan? It makes no sense. Now, obviously, it's not all the guys there, but it's way too much of a problem there. If you buy a phone in Japan, you literally can't turn off the photo shutter sound because there's so many creepy dudes taking pics of under girls' skirts. And they have an entire cart in their subways just for women. This is the exact type of dudes girls be talking about in the man versus bear argument. I honestly think it's all the lolly hentai the dudes be watching there. That can't be good for your brain. Also, Japan's population works so much that they don't even have time to be like, it's a well-known thing.
that was it right there. It's too much time spent doing other shit. I mean, in this case, I guess, you know, working, that they don't have that, you know, being with someone type of life, that relationship life. So then, you know, they get too desperate, bro. I don't know. Yo, nah, if you're a man and you actually don't get any, you know what I'm saying? That's how them shooters are born, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
Works so much that they don't even have time to be like, it's a well-known thing that Japan's population is declining at the highest degree. And when you're working 12-hour shifts every day, that kind of makes sense. Hey, listen, Japan. Make the call and I can help you solve this population problem. It don't sound too bad of a task. Next place we got is Paris. Paris just like
listen,
LA.
Man. If you deprive a man of a woman's touch, it is GG. That dude is gonna turn evil, and Hey, bro.
It don't sound too bad of a task. Next place we got is Paris. Paris, just like LA, was depicted like heaven on earth to me. I thought as soon as I landed in France, the French president would lead me to my own custom motorcade. The most beautiful French woman would be serving
the land of love
and tea. But Paris in reality is just the New York City of Europe. You walk around and the streets are full of garbage bags.
Oh, now you lying. Really? What? Yo, Fwanche, what the hell is this, bro? Vash, who was in Paris? Nick. Look at him. You stupid.
Hanging out from 2 weeks ago. Why do y'all think that Remy was out in Paris in the first place? Because it's a rat's paradise. You get all the free garbage you need. If I was a rat, I would be stupid to not be living in Paris. And a lot of people visit
Take them out of New York.
See all the cafes and think it's a dream to sip coffee while looking at the Eiffel Tower. And the cafes are cool and all, but America had to give Paris some good old freedom. Paris legit has fast food restaurants. Like, I thought it was all supposed to be classic French cuisine. There should be no reason there's a Popeyes in Paris. If you come from another country and have Popeyes.
No way France was depicted to be fancy. And then I turn around and see a Popeyes, bruh. Where am I right now? I'm from the Bronx, New York. That's how it is. Yeah. The boroughs are like that too, with like trash everywhere. Houses very compact. Everyone has to live in like apartments or like multiple family homes. I don't like it, bruh. It's not for me. That lifestyle, no thank you. But anyways, what? Where you got Popeyes from?
There's a Popeyes in Paris. If you come from another country and have Popeyes in Paris, you're doing it all wrong. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come to good old America. I bet they don't even pour the whole bag of salt on their chicken. It needs to be fried in the same oil that's been sitting there for the past 2 weeks. Also, crime in Paris is apparently massive. Like, it's something you don't really do. For a city shown for its romance and loving, they target the out of any tourist and try to scam them by any means. People make whole guides on YouTube of how to avoid scams when you do visit Paris.
Bruh.
I know my dumb ass would definitely get tricked by one of these scams. There's this one specific scam where you go to buy a train ticket and someone will come up to you to help with an official metro uniform. Then when you buy the train ticket, it turns out it's a fake train ticket given by a fake employee and they just dip the out. What can you even do about that? No wonder people hate French people. And nowadays, Paris is known for having the worst bed bug infestation ever. Just know, if you visit now, you're gonna come back with some extra friends. Maybe some extra friends down there too. I'm gonna be honest, this infestation is like the least surprising thing I've ever heard of. When you leave out trash on the streets and forget about it, no it's gonna happen. Anyways, we're gonna end it right there. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time,
I'm out. Got him. Hey, W video, bro. Listen, some of these places. You know what? Wait. You know what? He actually had good, compelling arguments towards all these places. I agree with all of them. Shit, maybe even Japan. Yeah, W video. Hell yeah. I'm never ever going to Paris. Hey, I'm not either, bro. I don't do those bed bugs. Hell nah.